Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion. From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
Professor, you already know about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, correct? I see. In that case, allow me to fill you in. It's a large-scale mock battle between the rival houses that takes place every year.
Its scale is incomparable to the mock battle we fought during the Great Tree Moon. It will take place in the vast Gronder Field. That is in Empire territory to the southeast of Garrick Mach.
Whichever house defeats the most opponents wins. Of course, the professors also fight alongside their respective houses.
Well, usually. Professor Manuela is being prudent. She will not be participating this year. Since his longtime rival will be absent, Professor Hanneman has also declined.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Are you feeling any better, Professor Manuela?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
We have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
Oh yeah! Nailed it!
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected. It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well, if you ask me.
Good deal.
That's right.
Hey, Professor. I'd love to catch up, but I'm super busy right now. Hey, how about a favor?
No.
Maybe.
Hello there. Hey!
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again. Do you have time for a request?
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
Indeed. I received a rare letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is. I received my father. I think he is.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan, but after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan.
Having a fishing tournament now? Are they just giving up on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? You're not condoning this, right? Are you? Someone...
Yes. Hey. Oh, I told my brother I had a craving for some tasty fish. I did not realize when I did so that it would turn into, well, this. My apologies. Oh, that is mine. Thank you so very much.
Can you believe what Sedith said? Catch some tasty fish for Flame. I'm her bodyguard.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. But they haven't been biting. What shouting? Everyone told me I was too loud, so I've been using my quiet voice.
I fished with frequency back in Bridget. I will not have losing. Will you be trying to fish too?
Are you going to participate in the fishing tournament, Professor?
Hey, Professor! Did you hear about the fishing tournament? You get to fish in the pond as much as you want. The more you catch, the more you get to eat.
Professor, welcome to the monastery fishing tournament. You look confused. Didn't Sedith tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flame requests. Show any fish you catch to Flame. I have a favor to ask. Welcome to... Show any fish... Thanks. How did you know this was mine?
Are you taking part as well? Why don't we have some fun with this? A little contest. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the bigger fish will be the victor. Yes, that's mine. Thank you very much. I've been looking for it.
Oh, are you taking part in the fishing tournament? Let's put your skills to the test. Whoever can catch the biggest one of these fish wins.
Oh, so you're taking part. How would you feel about a little friendly competition? Catch the same kind of fish as me and we'll compare the two. Biggest wins.
Let's see. Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Almyra is, but it's still pretty big. Travel? I don't know. Never thought about it, I guess.
Professor, as Sedith told you, we're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need, staff and student alike. I'm afraid I'm not one for such festivities. I do enjoy a spot of fishing, though. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
Let's see.
Why would we go all the way to Gronder Field? It's idiocy to travel that far. It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless. I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor. Yes, I'm actually... Hi, Professor. Gronder is in the That's right next to my... Oh. Oh, no. What if... I'm calling... Oh. Oh, no. What if my parents come to watch? Professor, do you have a second? It's about Monica. Does she seem off to you? She was in prison for a long while, but she seems to have recovered almost instantly, and she's been bizarrely cheerful. You see what I mean? I wonder if she's straining to seem happy just to make people comfortable. And why is she so close to Edelgard anyway?
What do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor. Do you need something? I'm a little busy at the moment. Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year. Don't worry. I won't participate in any assignments, so as not to take any attention away from the younger students. I look forward to learning from you, Professor.
Definitely.
Along with Flame, we found another female student who went missing last year. But now the combat professor Yuritsa has vanished. His origin begged many questions, so there were plenty of objections to his appointment here. He is apparently from House Hrim of the Empire, but he was adopted from another family, or so they say. Anyway, there hasn't been much good to be said about House Hrim in recent decades.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the three classes. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward. Just what I thought you'd say.
Is that all? Failure is not an option. Your defeat was inevitable. Well, how was that? Witness my power. Now you know your limits.
Hello.
Okay. Come on.
Yes.
Oh. Ugh.
Hello.
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest. Agreed. That's the Church of Seros for you. What is it they say? Those with power are obliged to use it.
Hey.
I need a favor.
Hey.
Flane and Monica, was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
Right.
Right. Sedith, that stubborn goat. Holding a fishing tournament now? Just last month he looked like death warmed over.
Well, excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
Right. Gronder Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how... I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it.
Fishing? No thanks. I tried it once and, ugh, gross. I don't even really like to eat fish, let alone catch and gut them. Besides, who can think about fishing right now? The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident? That's the spirit.
The bat, if you are. Yes, that is mine. Thank you. Where did you find it?
What do you say, Adol? Do you... Don't I look for...
A lost item? How did you know this was mine? Thank you, my teacher. Really?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought. It's very kind of you to be concerned, but I promise that I'm fine. I was just thinking. The Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa? Oh, I'm already having... I have a favor to ask. The Death... Oh, this is mine!
Need something? See you again soon.
Well...
Hey.
Really?
Professor? Yep.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge. Come on, why are they...
Oh, you're entering too. Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose. Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me.
So you are joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
Yes, I am happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other? We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay? I had lost the place of this. You have my thanks.
I'm going to catch me. I appreciate this.
Will you be taking part too, Professor? I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
Have you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have a little friendly competition. I just caught this fish here. Why don't you try catching a bigger one of the same type? Oh, this is mine. Thanks. I'm glad to have it back.
Yes.
Professor.
Oh, so you're taking part. Catch the same kind of... Oh, so catch the same...
Oh, you caught one! Yes, yes! Yay! This is it! This is the fish I have been pining for! I am so pleased! I shall cook it up immediately!
Thanks. I guess that's it. That was fun, wasn't it?
I'm going to...
Yes. This cream.
Hey, the fishing turn. I heard you did some fishing.
My savior, thank you.
Need something? This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food. That's mine. Thank you for finding it. Join me for some training. I might...
The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment. A most reassuring response. I trust that your class is in good hands. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yes. How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay? Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much. I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long after all.
Greetings. I don't know if you've heard, but Flame is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research. If only I were able to study her. If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal. I dislike it, but I agree. The time I would spend begging him and accomplishing nothing would be better spent on other research.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh, but my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad. I'm not going to let him get the better of me again. Yeah!
Hey there.
Hey, you.
Of course, I look for... I look for...
Hey!
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
The flavor is nostalgic to me for some reason. I'd like some more.
This is my favorite. I am rather happy you went out of your way to pick it, Professor.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that? Come on.
Hey!
Oh.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon. Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
What do you require? Farewell.
Pardon me.
Professor.
Yep.
Professor. Professor? There's something I need to say. Thank you. How should I put this? I don't seem to be getting along with everyone. I don't contribute much either. Am I a nuisance to you, Professor? If so, I'll leave. Of course, my adoptive father may not understand, but if I must... Oh, my adoptive father is one of the new nobles of the Alliance. His territory is to the north. He was a distant relative who took me in after my parents vanished. He's blessed with great drive and ambition. Some may go so far as to call it avarice. He wishes to marry me off to a powerful noble. That's why he sent me to the academy. If I left now, I'm sure he'd have a strong opinion about it. Sorry. I strayed away from the topic. I'm not good at telling stories either. Oh, of course. Where was I? So, as I was saying, are you sure I'm not bothering you, Professor? Oh, I'm so grateful to hear you say that. What I'm trying to say is, you should keep your distance. I'm more trouble than I'm worth. You only say that because you don't know the real me. I'm sorry, I have to go.
Is something troubling you, Ingrid?
Oh, Sedith. You seem to have caught me when I thought nobody was around.
Perhaps I can help, if you would like to share.
I wouldn't want to bother you with my trivialities.
I will not pry, of course. But if you keep it to yourself, no one will be able to help you.
That's true. It's regarding my father.
Count Galatea. I have met him once or twice.
Well, you have likely heard that House Galatea's financial situation is precarious. Many regions of Fargus are harsh and infertile, but our lands are especially so. There were several years of fruitless harvests. It nearly ruined us. We could barely feed our troops. Then I was born bearing a crest, after generations bore none. Suddenly my family hung its future on me. My father had hopes that with my crest, I'd be married into a noble family, and that House Galatea's financial troubles would be a thing of the past.
Ah, I see. And the other house would benefit from the addition of your crest-bearing blood. It seems to me you have suffered much for the misfortune of being born with a crest.
I beg your pardon?
I know crests are highly valued, but they are also a burden. My feelings are mixed.
You truly think so? But you're so devoted to the goddess. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing.
Perhaps one day I will expound upon my opinion of crests in greater detail with you. For now, let it suffice to say that whether or not you bear one is secondary to your identity. You are a person, first and foremost. And you should be permitted to grow as a person, crest or not.
I agree. Thank you for listening.
If you ever wish to discuss this again, consider me available whenever you please.
Thank you so much.
I guess taking them all up in one go is a bad idea.
Annette? Are you okay with all those boxes?
Linhard! Hi, I'm so glad you're here. I don't know if I'll be able to handle all these. I thought I may as well get it over with, so I decided to carry them all at once. Big mistake.
Smart thinking. Do it all at once. That's what they say, right? Work smart, not hard. I think you've got it from here, so I'm off to take a nap. Good luck.
But maybe you could help. Nope, gone. Ugh. It's fine. It is fine. Just a little further to my quarters. I've got this. I'll just... Ah! Huh? They didn't fall.
That was almost pretty bad.
Linhard, I thought you had an important nap to get to.
I'd call it insomnia, but I suppose it was really just a guilty conscience. I came to see if you needed help. And, sure enough, here you are, about to tip all the boxes on the floor.
Thanks. Though it may have been best if you had just chipped in from the start.
Huh? But it was your job. Why would I step in? You clearly had things handled.
Then why help me at all?
If the boxes had fallen just now, everyone would have had to help tidy them up anyway. If anything broke, more boxes would need to be carried. And if all of that came to pass, then there'd be noise and no chance of my taking a nap.
Huh. But if you had helped me from the start, there would have been no danger of anything being dropped at all.
Correct. But there was no danger yet, and so there was no need for my help. So I left you to it. Try carrying one box at a time instead of straining to do it all at once. Work smart, not hard, as they say. All right, well, I think you've got it from here, so I'm off. Good luck.
After all that, he's not gonna help me.
Shamir, you are training away from the ground of training.
Ah, Petra. Well, it looks like it might rain.
I have understanding. Rain training can cause unhealthiness. Can I give you a question now?
Sure.
You come from Dagda, I think. Why are you working at the monastery?
You can tell I'm from Dagda? Oh, I suppose Bridget is our neighbor. As for why I work here, that's simple. I work to live. Rhea took me in when I had nowhere else to go. I'm here to repay my debt. I don't plan to return to Dagda anytime soon.
But Fodlan is an enemy for you, right? Are you feeling okay about that?
The only ones I've fought in person are the Imperial Army. I carry no ill will toward anyone else.
I have gratitude for your answering. You have given me understanding.
How about you? Do you hate them? The Empire is your father's enemy, no? And it's Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war at all. So, do you hate Dagda? Or do you see that as none of your concern?
The fault is not of Dagda. My father made his own choice to be joining the war. I cannot say I have no hatred for the Empire, but I do not have any for Edelgard. When I came here, she was always helping me.
Makes sense. You can hate a country without hating its people.
You speak with such honesty. It is very amazing.
I'm not that special. I just don't let emotions get in my way.
Hey, Leone. Are you just getting back? Whoa, what's with the bag? It's huge!
Oh, this? I thought I'd get all my chores done at once. Guess it got a little out of hand. Sorry to be a pain, but could you help me out?
I'm happy to help. Where'd you go to get all this stuff?
Well, first it was just the cloth scraps from the tailor, and then it was the used oil from a restaurant in town. After that, it was the books the scholars didn't know what to do with. I mean, that was just on the way.
Whoa, it sounds like you did a lot of running around today.
It wasn't so bad. I just figured it would save time if I did it all in one trip.
You planned all that out? Impressive! What are you gonna do with all that stuff you got?
The scraps will be good for dishcloths, and I can make soap from the oil. The books are just to help with my studies.
You really can't let anything go to waste, can you?
Nope, can't stand the idea.
Who knew you were so thoughtful? I mean, with actual thinking ahead. You're so generous to everyone and always making me food. I never knew how much thought you must put into it.
I cook to relax, and it's nice seeing how enthusiastic you get about eating what I make. Whatever I give away is just the stuff that isn't useful to me. I pick up all sorts of things when I'm in town. Giving things like that to people who need them or who can actually use them makes sure they aren't wasted.
That makes sense. You've got to use up the stuff you've got after all. Hey, do you think you're like this because you didn't have much growing up?
I guess times were tough now that you mention it. The folks in my village definitely aren't rich. My dad had to go through a lot of trouble to get the recommendations I needed to attend the academy. That doesn't mean I've grown up to be stingy. It just means I don't like to squander. Anyway, enough of that. It's in poor taste to go on about your own hardships. I've always got time for a meal with a friend, and it so happens I picked up some choice meat today. Why don't we share it?
Now you're speaking my language.
Oh, Marianne! There you are! Lysithea? What's all this commotion? What's happening? There's been an accident at the training grounds. A spell gone amok. Come on, we need all the help we can get over there. Oh no, but I don't know how We could really use your help before things get out of hand. Come on, hurry! I don't think I would be much help. Oh, for the goddess's sake! You won't know unless you try, will you? Don't decide you're of no use without even giving it a shot. Fine then. Forget it. I'll go on my own. You can just stand here and stare at the wall. I'm sorry. I can't do anything right. Oh. Perhaps I took it too far. Hey! Marianne? Do you have a minute? Listen, I'm sorry about all the stuff I said earlier. The situation was urgent, and I'll admit I wasn't thinking clearly. I shouldn't have been so callous. I hurt your feelings, didn't I? No, it's fine. I'm the one to blame. Huh? But hey, are you sure you're all... I'm the one who should apologize. All I did was get in your way. You would have made it to the training grounds much sooner if I hadn't slowed you down. Huh? Wait a second. It's all my fault. It's always my fault. The accident was probably my fault too. You're being so... negative. I don't know what to say.
Professor. Ah, there you are. I apologize for calling you in so suddenly. Please, sit. There is a matter I would like to discuss with you. I believe I've told you this before, but it is my responsibility to aid the Archbishop in all her duties. Spiritual instruction, ceremony oversight, donation management, all of the Church's many administrative tasks. I oversee not only the priesthood, but also the Knights of Seros and the Officers' Academy. The Archbishop entrusts a great deal to my discretion, and I am honored by her confidence. Even when she must make decisions herself, she often seeks my counsel in advance. And yet, your appointment to a teaching position at the Officers' Academy was a complete surprise to me. Not only that, but you have also been entrusted with the Sword of the Creator. I was as surprised as anyone else to learn that. Frankly, I am just not sure how to handle you. I am the Archbishop's right hand, and yet when it comes to you, I have been told almost nothing. Not quite. I do find you to be a trustworthy individual, but my subjective opinion is not enough. I have a duty to be cautious. Should the Archbishop's trust in you prove to be misplaced, it is the faithful who will suffer most. First, I would like to know just how much you know about yourself. You are the child of Gerald Eisner, correct? That's quite a vague reply for such a basic question. In the future, I would advise you to answer such queries with confidence. As the former captain of the Knights of Seros, Geralt is renowned throughout Fodlan. If you really are his child, then no one would voice any complaint about you joining the Knights. How long has it been since you became a mercenary? I see. Most curious. Come to think of it, I have never asked your age. Just how old are you exactly? Your face says it all. You truly don't know, do you? Just what was Gerald thinking, raising you this way? Given your responses thus far, I feel as though any further questions would just be a waste of our time. However, permit me to make one thing clear. Whatever her reasons, the Archbishop has placed great faith in you. Do not betray that trust. That is all.
Ugh, will Father never learn? All of these useless letters are only creating more rubbish in the world. Professor? Oh, I didn't see you standing there. My apologies. Oh, that paper. Well, Yes, it was. It was a letter from my father. I understand where you're coming from here, but I have no need of such things. It isn't like anything of importance was written on it. Curious? I suppose there's no harm in allowing you to read it. Go on then.
My dearest daughter, Ingrid. Are you well? I trust that you are behaving yourself and refraining from causing trouble for others. Things on the home front are in order. The marriage proposal for you and the Viscount's son should be prepared soon. Although, I am quite certain there are many superior candidates at Garreg Mach Monastery. As you know, the very survival of our family is dependent upon whom you marry. You are the only one left in the family who can make things right. We are all counting on you. Do not lose sight of what truly matters.
Yes. Perhaps you found it somewhat entertaining. I've told you that we've never been very well off financially. My noble family, House Galatea, branched off from House Daphne in the Alliance. Shortly after, we were lucky enough to receive the support of the royal family, allowing us to attain nobility, to some extent. But the territory we watch over is poor, its harvest meager, and our noble blood too has grown thin. Neither my father nor my brothers bear a crest. I, however, do bear a crest. Because of this, my father sees me as our family's one hope for the future. A crest is highly prized among nobles. Were I to marry into a greater noble family, that financial support could soothe our woes. Thank you, Professor. Your sentiment alone is a great comfort to me. Despite my own feelings, I understand his approach to all this. It isn't that he doesn't care for me. I understand it very, very well, which is why I apologize, Professor. I must be going.
Professor!
Professor! Hello, Professor. Do you have a moment? Well, I have this book of battle tactics that I borrowed from one of the knights. There's one part that I just don't understand. Do you think you could explain it to me? Great, thank you so much. It's about this diagram here. I don't get why the knights are grouping up in that forest there. I just can't see the advantage to a formation like that. Yay, I finally get it! You really are a great teacher. I knew asking you was the right idea. I just love learning new things. That's why I came to the Officers Academy. I want to learn magic, battle tactics, martial arts, and, well, all kinds of stuff. I'm learning more now than I have in my whole entire life. Speaking of, I'd better go visit the library for some research before magic practice, which is just before sword training. That's just not possible. I always find it's more tiring to laze around doing nothing. I've never been any good at that. I have to have something to do. Like on my days off, I need to get up early and take care of the cleaning first, or I just can't relax. Know what I mean? Oh, I'm so glad you agree. You'd be surprised how rare it is to find people like us. Not to mention... Oh wait, oh no! I was supposed to be on cooking duty today! Ugh, I completely forgot! Sorry, Professor, but I have to run. Thanks again for your help! Ah!